Hello, this is Manish Patel from IchimokuTrade.com. Today is March 11th, 2014. This is a bi-weekly Ichimoku analysis for the currency markets. Let's go for normal procedures here. This is for education use only. We're not soliciting you to buy or sell any particular instrument. If you do so, you're doing that at your own risk. All the charts you're going to see are pretty much from TradeStation. Here are our contact details here. You could call us at any of our office locations here. You could email us here, or you could go to our website to access our multiple time frame email alerts, our heat maps, our free videos, or any other tools that we have for traders. Okay, so let's go through and start looking at currencies. Remember, the platform we're using is TradeStation, so they're the brokerage plat behind them. Left-hand side is always going to be the daily time frame. Right-hand side is always going to be the weekly time frame. So let's go for Australian CAD first. If you look at Australian CAD, really not doing anything at all. Looks like a bullish trend here in the daily, but if you look at the weekly, it's basically hit our major resistance we've outlined, which is pretty much at 97. Support on this guy is going to be about 99.41, and next one is going to be 97.35. This will not start a bullish trend until that 97 level has pretty much been broken here, and that's pretty much where you see the daily now starting to struggle. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly what happens with that next couple of weeks. Australian yen, if you look at Australian yen here, oops, let's delete this. If you look at the Australian yen here, really not doing anything here. This is a nice bullish trend here. This is the major pullback. The major pullback's just sitting there hanging around. You gotta wait and see. The resistance level we mapped out is 93.73. Support level we've mapped out already is 91.02. So we gotta wait and see until one of those levels get broken to see exactly what's going to happen. But right now, this looks like it's going to consolidate for a little while, and it could sit there and consolidate within a bigger pattern than we have outlined here, where it can be 88 is the bottom, and basically 96 is going to be the top. So this can get a little more ugly than it is, but we don't see any signs right now of it starting a bullish trend. Australian Switzy, if you look here at the Australian Switzy right now, this is basically bearish trending right now on the weekly. You can kind of see it hesitating here, which is destroying the daily patterns right now. But let me zoom in here, and you can see here it's holding a resistance at 79.59. If it breaks that one, the major resistance is going to be 92.4. Next one is Australia-New Zealand. Australia-New Zealand is still taking its journey going downwards. It held the major resistance here. It has yet to get there, which is at 1066. Its now minor resistance is going to be 70.19, but this is sitting in there slowly going down, deteriorating to a point it's going to retest that low and keep on going down. So this is one that's continuing its journey down even from last year. Australian USD is bearish trending here. Looks like it's trying to go for a major pullback. It will go for its major pullback as long as it holds the support at 88.70 and then breaks the next resistance level, which is 92.07. Next is CAD-SWITZY here. You can see CAD-SWITZY is still taking its journey and going down on both the bearish and weekly. Daily and weekly. We've been talking about this for the last couple of a year now. This is continuing its journey down even into 2014. CAD-SWITZY really not doing anything at all. It's bullish trending. It's going for its major pullback. The major pullback level, believe it or not, is about all the way down here at 89.91. Major resistance on here is going to be 94.92. So until it breaks one of these two zones here, this thing is just going to consolidate within them. Minor support level is going to be about 92.44 for this guy. Switzy yen, really bullish trending here. It held the support here at 112.14. It's trying to sit there, get back to 1800, which it probably will within the next couple of weeks, and at that point we'll see exactly what happens here. Switzy yen really hasn't gone for a major pullback long term at all, so we'll have to see at 1800 if it sits there and breaks it or holds it. And if it holds it and comes down and breaks the support at 112.82, we're going to go for its first major pullback that it hasn't really gone through. Euro Australian, this is right here is bullish trending on the long-term picture. You can see here still really has not gone through a major pullback at all. It's at a major resistance level, which is at 59.04. Support on this one is going to be 49.32. Euro CAD is basically trending bullish, trending on both the daily and weekly. Supports are basically 51.24 and 45.88. Euro Switzy, we don't really talk about that one. Euro DKK is bullish trending. As you can see, it's getting to its major resistance level, which is at 46.35. Support on this one is going to be 46.06. Euro Pound was trying to get out to start a bearish trend. That kind of pull didn't happen. Came back up. Its resistance now is going to be 83.70. Support is going to be 82.52. But there's really nothing going on there. Euro Yen here is bullish trending still on the weekly time frame. You can see here it did a pullback, medium pullback to the support level, which is at 136.76, but it is trying to get back to the retesting the high at 145, and at that point it has a possibility of breaking that, believe it or not, with the highest probabilities. Euro NOK, really nothing going on here. It held the resistance level at 41.02, and is trying to make its journey all the way down to support, which is at 15.23. Euro New Zealand, really not doing anything at all except consolidating between 61.63 and 66.01, so nothing really much to talk about there. Euro SEK, not really much to talk about there, consolidating between 82.22 and 5.52. Euro USD is still very bullish, believe it or not. We're at a major resistance level right now, but this thing is slowly trickling up. Major support on this guy is basically at 37.85, but this thing is slowly going up. It's at another minor resistance level now, and what we'll do is we'll mark up those levels right here, and roughly about right there are the resistance levels for the Euro USD. What am I looking for? Oh, right there. So if you look at it now, we're at a major resistance level at 3,900. Next one's going to be 41.77 that it could undergo. Next is Pound Australian. If you look at Pound Australian, this is still bullish. However, it's stuck between the zone right now of 79.04 and 85.93. Pound Switzy, really not doing anything at all. Broke the support which we had laid out, 47.18, and it's just consolidating. It looks like it's trying to get to about 4,500, which could be close to the bottom of the major trend. Pound yen, like a lot of the yen trades, they're still bullish trending. They're approaching their resistance right now, and they're getting there slowly. Pound New Zealand, sorry, we covered that one. Pound USD still bullish trending. Support on this one's going to be 65.36. New Zealand CAD is bullish trending here on both the daily and weekly. Supports are 91.96 and 89.36. New Zealand Switzy, really not doing anything except bouncing off the bottom of the consolidation pattern, which is about 72.60, and the top is roughly going to be about 7,600, but this is very volatile. New Zealand yen, this is one of the yen pairs, believe it or not, that's broken the resistance here this week, whereas a lot of the yen pairs haven't. So this is one that's definitely strong against the yen right now, and definitely one to keep an eye on. Support for this guy is going to be roughly around 84.67 and 83.09. New Zealand USD, really not doing anything. It looks ugly if you could sit there and zoom out. Yeah, this looks very ugly. It's at a resistance level at 8,500. Support on this one's going to be about 82.86. Singapore yen is just like all the yen pairs except the New Zealand yen. This is basically bullish trending, approaching and retesting the high. For the high here is 82.30. US CAD here is bullish trending. Pretty much gone up here all the way to a major resistance, which you can't seem to break yet, which is going to be 11.32. Next week's going to be interesting to see if it can break that resistance level, or maybe towards the end of this week. Support for this guy is going to be 8.99. US Switzy, right here, this is bearish trending here on both the daily and weekly. This is slowly moving down, which a lot of people have not seen, and a lot of people think it can't get down to here, but guess what? This thing is moving down. So US Switzy is definitely one to watch in the next couple of weeks. USDKK is bearish trending, slowly going down, breaking all the support levels there. It's at a minor support level right now, major support level, which is 38.92. Resistance is 52.99. USD Hong Kong really looks ugly. We're going to move on that one. USD Yen, this is still bullish trending. It held the support at 100.99, and it's basically at a minor support right now, a resistance level, which is 102.88. If it could sit there and hold that resistance support level, it's going to have a high probability of retesting the high. But I still prefer New Zealand yen if you want to take anything bullish compared to the yen. USD NOK, nothing there. USD SEK, nothing there at all. And USD Singapore, nothing there at all. And you can see the support levels. So if you really look at the instruments that you should be looking at are basically CAD Swissy bearish, US Swissy bearish, and then also New Zealand yen is showing signs where New Zealand is stronger compared to the yen, compared to all the other currencies, since it's broken the resistance. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us at our information here. Bye-bye.